Every kid, when they're growing up, had like one show or one movie or one favorite cartoon or something that always stood out in their mind above all else. And for me, it was Knight Rider. I know that when the show came out, nobody had ever seen this car before. It was a brand new vehicle. My car is really modeled after the car that you saw the third year Knight Rider was on TV, the third season and the fourth season model. I think in the very beginning, it was me proving it to myself. You know, can I actually pull this off? I want this car to represent what I grew up watching on TV. And if something on it doesn't match what I remember, that kind of bugs me. Wake up, KITT. There we go. A good majority of my adult life is tied up in this car. If I can do this, anybody can. Don't do it unless you have the heart for it, though. Don't do it for something you just want to drive around and impress the world with. Do it because you really want a KITT car. Most people have cars for up in the neighborhoods around 5 to 10 years. Well, look back all the way till '94, and that's how long I've had this car, so I've learned what it can and can't do. I've learned where Knight Rider stops and reality takes over. This is where the magic happens. This is where I kind of come up with a lot of the ideas for the things I want to make. I do a lot of computer work over here. Right now what I'm trying to do is splice into a speaker wire to see if I can get that other KITT voice box down there working. This is kind of where I get away from it all. These poor things have been through so much abuse, though. It's kind of all part of it, though, I guess. It's usually how it starts, you know. I get just a wild and crazy idea and see if it works, and I think right now I'm batting about 50-50. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, and usually if it doesn't, I'll find out what I screwed up on or what I did wrong, and I'll usually go back and find a way to perfect it. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Hey guys, what's up? Hey. Oh, where's the rest of the car? That's sweet. That and the red scanner on the front of the car I've always thought was a very unique way to take an object that's just a static object that doesn't do anything except sit there and collect dust and give it some kind of life. Little things like that is what really caught my eye. The creators of the show went to such great lengths to take an otherwise inanimate object and make it a permanent character. This stuff is not hard. Some assembly required. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Bring Knight Rider back. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Voice seems to be responding fine. Now all we need is another Knight Rider car to put it in. It's like, Michael, where's my body? If I was really smart, what I would do is I would take one of these devices here and put it in my wife's Mustang. You can't make everybody happy, and I'm not trying to either. You could see if everybody liked Knight Rider, everybody would have a KITT car. Where would be the fun in that then, right? The functions that are in the car right now are fully usable. My oil slick is tied into a real oil sprayer, or in this case, a colored water sprayer in the rear end. There's a smoke screen function that's tied into it, and how it works, it just sprays a concentrated fog juice into the exhaust. A Bluetooth extender system, which allows me to use voice recognition to have the car speak back to me. If I'm driving out on the highway at night, anybody who passes me instantly knows what they're passing. It slows people down, I know that. You know, it probably slows people down more than the sight of a cop car would. I've been pulled over a lot. A red or a blue light on the front of a non-emergency vehicle is against the law. I've had officers tell me, take that red light off your front bumper, and I told them I will not do it. I've gone to court over it before. They see a guy in a souped-up Knight Rider car, and they have to give him grief for some reason. There's some out there that really don't care what you're doing. They don't care if you're making your dream car or your Knight Rider car. I'm not out fighting crime in the car. I'm just kind of living a dream of mine, you know. Giving a vehicle the persona of a female, no offense. Well, I want the car to be running for me all the time and be reliable. Even nowadays, you know, I still got Knight Rider toys sitting around. You know, I don't sit there and play with them on the floor and everything. That's what I got this one for. I don't think I'll ever be done with it. I'll come out here every day and see this car out here, and I always think of new things to do to it. What can we pretend to do next? If you would have told me 10 years ago I'd have been this far right now, I would have said you're crazy. It's a game of pretend that never ends.